From futuristic mech battles to massive open worlds set in a forgotten time, Immutable X is hosting some pretty intriguing titles coming in 2024. So let's take a look at 7 of the most anticipated games coming to Immutable X. This is as close to Pokemon on the blockchain as it gets. Chain Monsters is an independent gaming project with an interesting backstory. In April of this year, they had to pause production citing money challenges during the bear market. However, on the same day, they revealed the Beta Phase 2 update, which incorporated a very unique home-based customization mode. According to the team, the pause is intended to be temporary, with them moving to Immutable X just 2 months before, and an Epic Games listing followed in March. To me, something is still brewing. But Chain Monsters allows you to explore an exotic world filled with creatures known as Chainomon. Honestly, the setup is much similar. You start as an agent for Incorp, tasked with researching these mysterious creatures. You can set up your base, invite friends, and engage in player versus player and player versus environment battles, all while collecting items that can be used to enhance the overall gaming experience. It's a bit disappointing that nothing else has come out from Chain Monsters. The game is available to download on Android, iOS, and Windows. However, when I did that, I still got the scheduled maintenance message. Clearly, there are several additions that need to be made to the game, but according to documentation from the team, NFT elements are going to be an optional choice for gamers who want to unlock additional power-ups and features. This means you can pick up and play this game without needing an NFT, but having it gives you more access. A reoccurring theme in blockchain games for sure. With them now having support from Immutable X, it should only be a matter of time before we see something again from Chain Monsters. Blocklords is a medieval strategy game similar to a tower defense or a Risk-style war game. Except with Blocklords, you're dropped into a massively multiplayer universe where every decision you make affects the progression of the game. Players must select their plot of land, build and staff a village, fight off invaders, and direct workers to mine, harvest, and complete other tasks. You can start with a small village and with enough time and effort, build out an entire empire. The game also incorporates choose your own adventure moments. This is where you are presented with a random challenge. For example, you send a pair of soldiers out into the wilderness for reconnaissance. Instead, they come back with a wild goat. You now have to decide what to do with both the goat and these 2 idiots who couldn't follow orders. Backed by some big names like Animoca Brands and Square Enix, Blocklords is looking to turn the MMO strategy genre upside down. Right now, the game is in early access and available on the Epic Games Store.
Steel yourself. The enemy stands at the door.
In a setting similar to our last entry, Abalon puts you back in medieval times, but instead, the focus is on one main character that you must develop. This game reminds me of a blockchain version of World of Warcraft, where the focus is leveling up through battles and quests, a niche that does perform pretty well. The incorporation of NFTs from multiple chains is also a unique feature. Players can convert NFTs on Wax, Polygon, and Binance. This is all possible thanks to Immutable's ZK EVM technology. Right now, the game is still in private beta, but according to Epic, we can expect a release sometime in 2024. Illuvium has already made a name for itself in the world of blockchain gaming. Launched in 2020, Illuvium Arena is a monster battle game with stunning graphics, simple gameplay, and one heck of an in-game currency system. You battle with creatures known as Illuvials in a small battle arena. Just like with other Web3 games, NFTs are optional, but having them gives you higher earning potential. Arena had a post-Thanksgiving launch and is available now on the Epic Games Store. Coming in 2024, however, is Illuvium Overworld, a third-person RPG version of Arena. Details about a storyline or additional elements have yet to be made public, but judging by gameplay footage that has been released, there is a chance of P versus P combat alongside your alluvial that takes place outside of arena battles. Unlike other games on this list, Alluvium has an underlying token that you can earn in-game and a full-fledged ecosystem to transact in. A subject deserving of its own episode for sure, but when it comes to big name titles, Alluvium is about to bring a lot to the table.
Now initializing pilot link. Welcome, Soldier of the Earth's faction. Nano collectors, online, air quality, with intolerance, power plant, operational. All critical systems. Online.
Mech battle games are nothing new. My first memory of weaponized mech combat comes from the classic Mech Assault for the Xbox. But in Metalcore, you represent one of 3 warring factions on the planet Kerberos. Your job is to collect resources, complete missions, and level up your mech, craft, and other vehicles, all of which are NFTs that run on Immutable and can be traded on an open market. Metalcore also uses Immutable for its onboarding, meaning players can easily create an account with or without a crypto wallet. In addition, you can join forces with other players to improve the items you collect in-game. This is known in the MMO world as crafting. Metalcore also has an in-game currency called FAB, which can be earned by completing missions and challenges. You can also earn through in-game farming and staking opportunities. Imagine you set up an outpost that mines a certain element crucial to building top-tier mechs. Now, other players can come to your outpost and buy that resource from you. In return, you receive FAB tokens, which can later be converted to real cash. Early reviews of this game say the combat system is a lot like Titanfall, and the open world reminds them of Destiny. I think this game is more Gears of War / Mass Effect in a Transformers universe. But with the incorporations of the open world, immersive gameplay, and pretty decent earning potential, Metalcore is looking to take the mech battle genre to a whole new stratosphere. This is the game that Beowulf should have been. Age of Zalmoxis is a third-person RPG set in the ancient land of Dacian, a world threatened by entities that spawn from multiple dimensions. The game is still in closed access, but buying certain NFTs now will give you entry into the world, and there are plans to open up access to non-NFT players in the near future. Thanks to Immutable's passport, you won't need a crypto wallet to play this game either. Simply sign up using your email address. AOZ is also another multi-chain game living on Immutable, Mantle, and Multiverse X, formerly known as Elrond. Over time, this will allow a cascade of additions to be built into the game. You can also look at this as a form of cross-compatibility. Your in-game progress won't be affected if you decide to enter the game from a different network or use a different network while playing the game. So think of it as playing the same game on Xbox that you would on PlayStation while keeping your progress. You can look out for an open playtest sometime next year. Delium is a sci-fi MMORPG that isn't set to see the light of day until at least 2025. However, the team is planning to launch public playable demos sometime next year. Delium is an open world game that actually incorporates multiple metaverses into a single game. There are metaverse operators known as DMOs. Each metaverse has its own story, gameplay elements, and worlds for you to explore. Players can earn 2 tokens, AGI and DES, for buying weapons and upgrades. The first version of the game will focus heavily on Battle Royale style gameplay, with additional elements to be added over time. What sets Delium apart is its use of AI in the game. You essentially have an AI agent that can complete smaller tasks for you even when you're not playing the game. With the release date set for 2025, there are still very few details about this game, but I will leave links in the description for all these titles so that way you can stay updated. That's our list though. Let me know what you think down in the comments. As always, if that money is digital, so is the hustle.